Lagi.
Connecting. The lighting. Oh, kita currently recording. Kita potong lagi. Habis soalnya satu versi ambil belum bukan biasanya kawan. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everybody. My name is Farid Amran and I'm your host for tonight. Welcome to the FM Coffeenar organized by Adventure Academy. Can everybody show me your coffee mug or your tea mug, whatever you're drinking right now? Since this is called Coffeenar, everybody has their mug of coffee or their favorite drink. Okay, before we begin, I'd like to give you a little bit of background on our speaker for tonight. Okay, Muhammad Mazhar holds an MBA in Building and Facilities Management and a bachelor's degree in Mechanical Engineering. He's currently the VP of the Malaysian Association of Facilities Management and was the committee member since 2005. He was also the council member of the Malaysian Service Providers Confederation, MSPC, from 2015 until 2020. With hands-on operational experience up to business level strategic planning, he is one of the most sought-after expertise for FM consulting, training, and advisory for various private companies and GLCs, prominent ones being MRCB, TH Properties, and Celcom Axiata, and government agencies such as CIDB Malaysia and LHDN. He's also the industry advisory panel for IHL such as TSA, OUM, UTHM, and UTM Space. Without further ado, please join me to welcome Encik Muhammad Mazhar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. I hope everybody can hear what I'm saying, and can I have a few raised hands if you can hear and see me clearly? Okay, so basically, yep. Okay dah tu lah. Okay, so you can lower your hands. All right. Okay. As you can see that title yang kita bagi ni ialah more to it's like leisure lah. It's a coffee talk. Actually, previously I have done one webinar entitled I think career prospects in facilities management, where I have shared what FM is. It was targeted for people who are relatively new or really very new in FM, or people who actually want to to change career lah, into facilities management. So until one of my contacts, he's here now, asked me some questions. So I thought that okay lah, let me do another talk. Just I will basically reshare some of it, but this time will be a bit more focus on the credential certification and everything, and I try my best to give way for give the room for more Q&A lah, Q&A and two-way communication lah. So let me, without further ado, I start sharing a little bit of some of the, actually I just want to share some of my previous slides lah. I will go through that slides quite fast as I can, and I hope this, for those who already know about it, I hope you bear with me, but I really hope that you take advantage of this what I want to share, because based on my experience, even though people that because I've been a trainer and consultant for companies, even for FM companies, consultant for asset owner, property owner. I found that people in Malaysia mainly think that FM is basically building maintenance, because generally in Malaysia, people who embrace facilities management is mainly come from people from the building maintenance industry. That's why you will see they are mostly in like engineers, technicians, you know. But sebenarnya dalam certain market segment, for example, commercial buildings, strata buildings, tak semestinya orang teknikal yang akan jadi building manager ataupun property manager ataupun whatever you want to call it lah. People who basically take care. Kalau kita cakap at this point I cakap take care of the building. Sebenarnya itu dah building maintenance itu. So I hope this session I just tidy up a bit our understanding based on apa yang sebenarnya the world want us to understand FM. Sebab sekarang ni dah ada ISO, a new ISO. And now I'm sharing the slide, and you can actually make it full screen. You boleh tengok dekat top right. I think top right tu you boleh klik full screen lah for the slide. Okay, this is about me, and I'm industry advisory for a few of these institutions, and also for the new ISO for facilities management. Kalau kita tahu dalam Malaysia ni, sebelum ni company facilities management ni diorang ada certification dan macam-macam lah. 14,000 kan, 18,000 untuk apa tu safety dan sebagainya, dan juga untuk management dia pakai biasanya apa 9,001 kan, 9,001. So 9,001 ni basically quality management system. Nanti kalau saya ingat saya akan inilah akan explain apa bezanya ISO 9,001 dengan ISO 41,000 yang sekarang ni ada, 41,000 series ISO Facilities Management. Satu ni adalah Quality Management System. Another yang baru keluar adalah Facilities Management. Apa beza dua tu? Nanti saya akan masuk sikit lah. So I'm also a consultant for various organisation lah, including terkini we have just started FM consulting for Bau State Properties Berhad, and trainings. I have done a few training for governments, government agencies, public trainings, and others lah. I'm also actually a certified trainer for CIDB certification. Nah, nanti saya akan cerita certification tu jugalah. Okay, okay. Ini tak apa. Okay. Okay, basically there is no formal study about the size of FM in Malaysia, and based on our own research, Malaysia ni market dia about 20 billion lah, dalam 20 and more lah, more than 20 billion per year lah in Malaysia, FM market. So untuk because I see ada few students untuk students market ni maksudnya the business lah, the business of FM services tu. Maknanya people offer the services and being paid money. So that money, that contract sum tu is dikumpulkan semua in annually. So dalam Malaysia that business berjumlah dalam 20 billion ke atas lah, maybe 25 billion dan sebagainya ke atas. And it's about 2% lah, 1.7% of the world market and about 1% of total GDP of Malaysia. Mungkin data ni tak tepat, tapi ini setakat yang terbaik yang saya sendiri dapatkan lah daripada rujukan-rujukan tertentu. Dan saya ada juga di sini, ada pensyarah-pensyarah juga ada yang join, saya tengok. Harap-harap kalau benda ni pun kalau dapat dibuat study cantik kan, supaya kita dapatlah gunakan maklumat tersebut. Okey, ini adalah tarifan FM mengikut ISO 41011. 41000 series lah throughout. FM is an organization function which integrates people, place and process within the built environment with the purpose of improving the quality of life of the people and the productivity of the core business. Panjang. In short, actually saya ni agak-agak okay. In short, kalau kita tengok satu bisnes lah, okay, saya kena raikan majoriti yang saya tengok dalam sini yang ada yang baru lah, bukan majoriti lah, dalam 40% lah yang agak baru. Jadi saya kena saya harap yang lain agak bersabarlah, yang dah expert tu harap bersabarlah kan. Saya nak cerita sikit. Core business, dalam mana-mana business dia ada core business function. Contohlah, satu syarikat tu dia buat banking, senang. Apakah core business function dia? Adalah dia ada buat retail banking, orang keluar masuk, orang simpan duit, orang keluar duit, orang tanya pasal loan, orang nak adjust loan dan sebagainya. Dan juga dia ada bahagian database dia, bahagian IT dia, bahagian research dia dan sebagainya. Itu core business untuk bank tersebut. Jadi bank dia ada common support function. Biasa dalam mana-mana company dia akan ada human resource, betul kan? Mestilah ada human resource. Jadi siapa yang nak tolong pastikan staff sentiasa ada, jaga dari segi kebajikan dia, dari segi duit, dari segi kesihatan, dari segi medical dan sebagainya. Finance macam juga penting, support services. Sebab finance tu akan memastikan bisnes tu sentiasa ada duit. Sentiasa berjalan. Kalau kita jalan-jalan tiba-tiba minyak habis, tak ada siapa beritahu, tak ada meter. Tiba-tiba habis dia berhenti tengah jalan kan. Susah. Sama juga bisnes. Bisnes dia kena ada duit untuk dia berjalan. Nak bayar gaji, sewa dan sebagainya. Jadi finance ni akan memastikan sentiasa kita ada duit yang mencukupi, dan macam mana nak mengembangkan duit itu. Dan dengan duit yang sekarang, boleh ke kalau contoh CEO ada nak buat plan baru ke apa ke, memerlukan lagi tambahan 2 juta ke 3 juta ke, finance akan advise, bos, kalau you nak buat macam ni, sales kena buat kerja lebih sikit sebab nak cover kos ini. Sebab you punya projek baru ni dalam masa 8 bulan baru nampak duit. Begitulah lebih kurang. Jadi dia support administration dan sebagainya. Kalau kadang-kadang ada syarikat yang core business dia melibatkan terlalu banyak court case ataupun dia kena ada legal support. Okey, ada lagi satu support function adalah specialized. Saya cakap tadi legal public relation. Kadang-kadang dia kata bisnes ni memang kena ada public relation, kena ada macam mana nak masuk paper tiap-tiap hari, nak masuk TV tiap-tiap hari, media tiap-tiap hari dan sebagainya. So itu support function. Dan kita nampak tadi core business, apa dia tadi, yang betul-betul bawa masuk duit, yang terlibat secara langsung dalam maknanya dia marketing. Dia kalau katakan bisnes tu jual barang, jual produk, dia import daripada katakan China, dan kemudian dia kena pasarkan. Lepas dia import, dia kena pasarkan, dia kena jual. Jadi proses import, nak cari yang baik, nak cari yang bagus, nak cari yang murah, transportation yang paling murah, itu semua core business. Sampai nanti macam mana pula kita nak jual, itu core business. Siapa yang terlibat dalam sales, marketing, apa semua dalam syarikat tersebut adalah core business. Yang lain yang putih tu, kiri kanan tu adalah support services. Tetapi ketiga-tiga ni perlu disupport juga. Macam mana dia orang nak buat kerja kalau asyik-asyik blackout? Macam mana dia orang nak buat kerja kalau tak selesa? Macam mana dia orang nak buat kerja kalau kebajikan dia tidak dijaga dari segi keselesaan dan kesihatan contohnya, bukan yang macam saya cakap yang HR tadi. HR tadi dia pastikan ada tak, kalau dia orang sakit nanti syarikat akan pastikan dia ada insurans ke dan sebagainya, itu lain. Macam mana safety and health, macam mana indoor air quality kan, kalau kerja di tempat kerja tu terlalu hektik, terlalu very fast pace, dia kena pastikan, habis takkanlah sedangkan di kawasan tu tempat makan susah nak jauh, benda tu akan efek productivity. So syarikat kena adakan mungkin cafeteria. Jadi cafeteria tu akan menjadi satu servis kepada FM services. Ada company FM yang dia mulakan diri dia dengan catering services. Okey, contoh saya nak bagi contoh lah. Katakan ada satu bisnes yang saya cakap ni, dia bisnes buat bisnes import dan ekspor. Dia import barang dan kemudian dia akan buat marketing dan dia akan pasarkan barang tu. Datang satu syarikat, kata kat bisnes tu, bos, you all buat import ekspor ni semua, you all fokus je kerja you all. Bab office, segala-gala, keselamatan, keselesaan, semua kami akan jaga untuk you all. You all punya pantry, kita pastikan sentiasa penuh, sentiasa barang ada. Dengan Milo ke, apa ke, kopi ke, gula ke, sentiasa ada. Ada heater, kita akan jaga heater tu, kita akan buat maintenance heater tu. Kita akan bersihkan, kita akan pastikan air sentiasa ada, air itu air tapis dan sebagainya. Kalau sikit-sikit lampu ni kita semua kita akan buat, jangan fikir banyak. Dan saya tahu office jauh, jangan risau. Every lunch time kami akan bawakan makanan untuk staff you all. Kan, dia bagi servis. Kalau tiba-tiba boleh tukar offshore pula, contoh offshore macam pelantar minyak dan sebagainya. Ni you all punya hostel tu kami jaga. You all, the hostel ni semua punya cadar-cadar ni kami dobi kan. Kami yang buat dobi. Jangan risau. Kami collect, kami pandailah kami terbang ke sana, kami basuh ke apa ke. And so on and so forth. Yang mana yang memastikan keselesaan dan memastikan core business boleh berjalan dengan fokus. Jadi kalau tuan-tuan dan puan-puan tengok tu, dia ada technical and non-technical services. Kalaulah benda tu, contohlah syarikat yang core business tu, dia sekadar menyewa 5 tingkat dalam satu bangunan orang lain punya. Bangunan tu 30 tingkat tapi dia hanya sewa 5 tingkat. Dan syarikat FM tersebut offer kerja tu, maknanya dia akan jaga office yang dalaman ni, semua sapu sampah, catering lah, apa semua, dah semua dia akan buat. Dan kemudian mungkin tetapi dia tak buat building maintenance. Dia buat teknikal M&E sikit-sikit yang dalam-dalam tu dia buat. Repair sikit aircon split unit dia buat. Tapi dia bukan buat tu saja. Fotokopi dia jaga, dia adakan tea lady service untuk pagi dan untuk petang. Dia jagakan mail room, mail services. Jadi dia mix. Katakan syarikat tu kemudian untung besar dan kemudian sampai dia dapat beli satu bangunan di tempat lain yang setinggi katakan 30 tingkat juga. Kemudian dia panggil lah syarikat tu, kamu dulu servis bagus lah, kamu buat kerja yang sama untuk kami boleh tak? Tolong buat servis yang sama, tapi kali ni bangunan ni kami punya. So kamu kena jagalah bangunan ni juga untuk kami. So dia extend servis scope dia kepada building maintenance. Kan? Jadi bila dah the whole building dijaga, security of the building semua under dia lah. Landscape yang dekat luar tu dah jadi under dia lah. And segala-gala yang building maintenance punya isu menjadi scope dia sekarang. Dan kebetulan pula ada dua daripada floor tu, owner business tu kata, saya nak sewakan keluar ni, saya nak sewakan space ni. So dia terpaksa buat space marketing. Dah ada real estate function situ. Dia terpaksa kena marketkan space tu. Kan? Jadi di situlah sebenarnya facilities management. Kan? Jadi saya harap at this point tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, especially yang dah lama, dapat memahami inilah sebenarnya maksud facilities management dalam ISO. Dan inilah sebenarnya maksud facilities management sebenarnya. Bukannya awak mesti building maintenance itu FM. FM itu building maintenance. Tidak. Building maintenance adalah salah satu skop dalam FM. Sebab tu nanti saya akan cuba secepat-cepat mungkin, saya akan cuba pergi ke just touch saja apa yang sebenarnya yang dimahukan, apa kompetensi yang FM dalam konteks CIDB yang dia beritahu itu. Nantilah. Jadi saya harap setakat tu dah boleh fahamlah dan dah harap dah jelas. Kan? Jadi facilities management tidak semestinya building maintenance. Tetapi kalau kita nak manage apa-apa pun, contohlah kita nak manage, kita nak buat bela-lembu kan, cattle kan, untuk bisnes. Kalau kita nak manage lembu tu, satu ladang, satu farm tu, lembu tu, katakanlah 20 ekor, takkanlah kita tak nak tahu pasal lembu. Kita kena tahulah pasal lembu, kena belajar sikit lembu ni macam mana, berapa bulan dia besar mana, dan kalau lembu susu macam mana, bila boleh start menyusu, keluar susu menyusu pula kan. Dan kemudian dia sakit, ada apa pantang dia sakit, apa makanan yang boleh, apa makanan yang tak boleh. Kalau kita kena tahu, lebih banyak tahu lebih bagus. Tapi taklah sampai dia jadi pakar sangat, tengok air liur ni dia pegang sikit, ini sakit batuk besar ni, tak adalah sampai ke dia. Tetapi dia mesti tahu, mesti resourceful. Kalau ini, dah kena panggil pihak veterina. Yang ni tak apa lagi. Yang ni kita pergi beli something bagi kat dia. Yang ni kena siram air je kat badan dia dan sebagainya lah. Jadi begitu juga kalau kita buat FM, dalam tu ada scope building maintenance. Kalau kita ni asalnya graduate dalam business saja atau graduate dalam finance ke, tak kisahlah. Kita diletakkan sebagai seorang facilities management, facility manager untuk bisnes, untuk bangunan tersebut, jaga core business tu, mestilah kita kena tahu taklah sampai pandai sampai boleh argue dengan electrical engineer, argue dengan consultant waterproofing, tak. Tapi kita kena tahu so that we can ask the right question, we can do better decision. Begitu. Kat mana kita nak cari orang pandai, kita hire lah, sama ada dari consultant ke ataupun staff kita kena yang betul lah. Kalau dah staff tu kita memang ambil atas nama electrical, dia kenalah terlalu pandai berbandingan kita tentang electrical. Takkan dia pun sama ke management je tahu, tak boleh. Begitu ya. Jadi saya harap kita faham. Dan kepada orang-orang yang teknikal yang ingatkan FM tu mesti dia punya, tidak. Ya, saya sendiri adalah mechanical engineer. Saya adalah mechanical engineer dan saya sangat minat benda teknikal. Ya, sebab saya pun buat audit bangunan. Orang kata sampai saya pernah ada satu bangunan yang saya manage tu, orang panggil apa? Bila ada staff baru, judgement masuk, saya explain pasal switchboard lah, macam mana switching dan sebagainya. Sebab saya dah betul masak lah dengan sistem tu, dia ingat saya judgement. Kan? Tapi saya tak ambil lah CJ judgement pun. Kan? Penjaga jentera elektrik lah. Jadi cuma sebab saya minat dia, bukan pasal apa. Saya boleh repair auto gate, bukan auto gate yang biasa, auto gate yang agak complicated lah sebab saya minat. Sebab saya minat kan. Kebetulan saya mechanical engineer. Tetapi untuk menjadi a good FM bukannya itu. Kan. Jadi kompetensi yang kalau yang sampai dah belajar, dia ada beberapa kompetensi. Di oversee yang ni ada kompetensi, yang kat sini ada kompetensi kan, dan tempat-tempat lain pun ada. Di Malaysia ada 11 kompetensi lah untuk manager. Okay, seterusnya. Jadi kalau kita tengok tadi, kalau tuan-tuan tengok yang kita ada dotted line warna kuning ni, kita panggil demand organisation. Dan facilities management ni dipanggil facilities FM organisation lah kalau dalam ISO. FM organisation serve the demand organisation. So kalau insyaAllah kalau ada kesempatan nanti macam mana nak buat strategi FM ni. Kalau kita faham ini, barulah kita boleh buat strategi yang betul. Kan? Strategi untuk FM services yang melengkapi ataupun mencukupi untuk yang sebenar-benarnya kepada yang memerlukan. Okey, di state order ni tak apa. Ini antara skop-skop lah. FM contoh space management ada, security management, safety health information, building maintenance, project management. Building maintenance ni orang kata memang secara umumnya memang kena ada lah kan. Biasanya lah. Memang ada scope building maintenance. Dan other support services ni macam saya cakap tadi, mailroom, catering, nursery, tenant relationship, business continuity, fleet management and anything yang berdasarkan core business. Jadi perbezaan antara building manager dengan facilities manager adalah kalau building manager tu orang kata Man, can you go to that building, to that owner, and formulate FM services. Kalau orang yang fikiran dia building maintenance, dia akan tanya antara yang pertama, ada berapa chiller Ni pakai chiller ke pakai WCPU? Chiller ni water cool ke air cool? Ada berapa issue split unit ada berapa incoming masuk berapa kV sebelah kV ke 33 ke? Kita duduk kira tu dulu. Tetapi kalau FM, kalau you all dah faham yang tadi tu, kalau pemahaman you all yang tu, kita pergi pada satu tempat tu, kita tanya siapa head kat sini. Okay, fine. Saya nak tanya kat tempat ni, workplace ni, kebetulan adalah satu building. Apa aktiviti yang berlaku Maknanya apa yang orang buat kat sini? Siapa tenant? Ada satu tenant ke ada banyak tenant? Dia orang bisnes apa ni? Yang tingkat yang ditulis ni lot ni tingkat apa? Servis apa Gitu. Dia akan tanya, nak tengok apa servis dia. Oh, betul dia kata, ish, oh yang ni, oh ada public masuk juga bangunan ni ya, dalam masa atas tu, tapi atas tu high security punya business ya, tapi kat atas tu, kat bawah ni masuk public juga. Kita dah, wah ni tricky ni building ni. Tak sama macam building aku tu, walaupun sama 30 tingkat, sama je ada 6 lift, tak sama. Nampak? Walaupun kita nanti call kawan dia, kau pinjam kau punya spek-spek ni dulu building tu, kita boleh buat macam tu, tetapi kita akan menyesuaikan dengan keperluan yang kat sini. Sebab kita faham apa itu fungsi kita sebagai FM. Kan? Bukan, oh ni 30 tingkat, ni pun tingkat. Ada apa hal lah, sama je 30 tingkat, sama je kebetulan lebih kurang sama design. Trend waktu ni memang design macam tu. Padahal kan, copy paste je, tukar. Select all, find and replace all. Kan? Tukar je nama bangunan kan. Segala-gala prosedur SOP semua kan. Dalam sini rupanya tak boleh pakai kan. So mengikut CIDB pula, aktiviti kerja fasiliti ini dinamakan sebagai aktiviti perkhidmatan fasiliti dan penyelenggaraan bangunan atau infrastruktur secara bersepatu, integrated, yang meliputi engineering services dan other services yang berkaitan dengan keperluan pengguna. Maknanya kerja fasiliti ini adalah engineering works and other works yang berkaitan dengan keperluan pengguna. Ini adalah berdasarkan CIDB. Sekejap ya. Saya nak ada satu, kejap. FM. Okay. Sebentar ya. Okay. Saya ada sedikit glitches kat saya punya. Minta maaf sebab okay. Okay, saya nak share satu ICMN. Sekejap ya. Aduh. Dia jadi sikit silap lah. Okey, ini yang saya share daripada Akta 520. Okey, dah keluar dah. Akta 520 berkaitan dengan tarifan construction works. It means the construction, extension, installation, repair, maintenance, renewal, removal, renovation, alteration, dismantle or demolition of building, edifice structure, wall, erection, fence or whatever, road, harbour works, railway, cableway and so on and so forth lah. Akta ni you all boleh download dalam dari internet, dan berdasarkan akta inilah yang mana kerja-kerja fasiliti ini adalah tertakluk di bawah Akta 520. Selama ini CIDB dia fokus on the construction per se. Maknanya dalam Akta CIDB, mana-mana kontraktor yang nak buat kerja-kerja construction, hendaklah dia syarikat yang berdaftar. Sebab kita tak nak, government tak nak syarikat yang siapa-siapa, tak ada kualiti, tak ada apa, tak ada berdaftar, tak ada kompetensi pun, tiba-tiba dia nak bina bangunan 30 tingkat, 20 tingkat, even setingkat pun. Jadi dia tidak mahu. Jadi mereka adalah berdaftar dengan CIDB. Untuk berdaftar dengan CIDB, they have to be a competent, to have a competent people, competent personnel. Okay, jadi bermula tahun 2015, yang tarifan yang lain tu extension, installation, repair, maintenance, soal kerja-kerja itu, kontraktor yang menjalankan kerja-kerja itu yang kebanyakannya berjalan selepas bangunan siap, when the build is already completed, the contractor they going to do that must be a registered contractor with CIDB. For them to have to get the registration, they must have a competent person. Ini nanti saya akan cerita pasal competent person itu. Competent person tu secara ringkas lah. Ni bukannya kelas betul-betul kan, tapi yelah dah nak jadi kelas dah juga ni. Tiba-tiba kan. So saya harap setakat ni boleh faham lah kenapa benda tu fall under CIDB. Maknanya bangunan strata ke, bangunan komersial ke, bangunan apa saja pun, hendaklah katakan bangunan tu dia dah ada JMB, Joint Management Body. Kita tahu dalam Akta Strata Management Act mengatakan bahawa secara umumlah, maknanya bila bangunan tu dah ada vacant possession, tak silap saya, dah ambil kunci lah kalau tak silap saya, hendaklah Joint Management Body ditubuhkan. Joint Management Body ni maknanya bangunan strata ni adalah untuk yang tak jelas, bangunan strata ni adalah kalau biasa satu bangunan satu owner, satu nama aja. Tapi bangunan strata macam contoh apartment flat kan, orang ni punya, ada orang tu punya, ada orang sana punya, ada orang ini punya, ada orang orang daripada US punya ke whatever lah. Jadi ada banyak owner. Orang owner ni dipanggil parcel owner kan. Dan bangunan ni dipanggil stratified owner. Dan bangunan berstrata ni tertakluk kepada Akta Strata Management Act. Sebab apa, hendaklah menubuhkan Joint Management Body, Joint Management Body yang ada pengurusi, bendahari, seterusnya dan sebagainya yang menguruskan bangunan tu. Tetapi kerja-kerja yang dibuat, yang mana tertakluk dalam construction Akta 520 tadi tu, dalam tarifan construction, hendaklah dibuat oleh kontraktor yang berdaftar dengan CIDB. Itu kena faham. Nanti saya cerita tak pendaftaran apa lah. Ada yang dah tahu, saya tahu. Okey. Begitu juga dengan bangunan yang dah memang ada lantikan property manager. Property manager ni ataupun property management, kadang-kadang dia appoint property management firm di bawah Akta the Board of Valuers, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Managers Act lah. Okay, jadi itu property management firm yang menguruskan bangunan tu. Selalunya itu bangunan komersial yang single owner lah. Walaupun dah ada property management, tetapi kerja-kerja yang tersebut tidak dilakukan oleh competent person. Maknanya sama juga macam contoh yang buat kerja-kerja elektrik. Mestilah orang yang sejuk ni mula batuk. Mesti adalah orang yang kompeten dalam elektrik. Macam itulah. Kalau kerja elektrik, kompeten elektrik, ada akta PPE, peraturan perkhidmatan elektrik, akta suruhanjaya tenaga, kena ada penjaga jentera di bawah akta suruhanjaya tenaga. Untuk menjalankan keseluruhan kerja-kerja repair, maintenance dan sebagainya, hendaklah berdaftar dengan CIDB. Itu kena faham. Sebab itulah kalau property management firm telah mendapat circular daripada, sebab saya pun sendiri adalah registered property manager. Saya adalah juga Certified Facility Management Manager dengan CIDB. Dan untuk CIDB tu saya Certified Trainer dan juga Certified Examiner lah. Saya interview lah. Nanti saya akan ceritalah pasal interview tu. Jadi Certified Property Manager ni juga kalau dia company property management, mereka juga kalau mereka menjalankan kerja-kerja maintenance tu, mereka hendaklah berdaftar dengan CIDB. Sebab itu adalah kehendak akta. Okey, kita tengok. Di bawah CIDB pendaftaran contractor facility dia dinamakan bidang F, bidang facility lah. Dia ada dua pengkhususan, 01 dengan 02. 01 ni general building, 02 ni healthcare facilities lah, macam macam hospital, pusat rehabilitasi dan sebagainya lah. Satu lagi adalah pendaftaran FM manager dan pendaftaran FM executive. Kalau kita tengok yang atas ni, facility contractor, kalau kontraktor yang hendak mendapatkan pendaftaran bidang F ni, dia hendaklah ada sama ada FM manager atau FM executive, mengikut kelas klasifikasi yang dia nak daftar lah. Maknanya, ataupun dia ada mereka pekerja yang ada graduate ataupun ada sijil, contoh bachelor diploma pengurusan facility ataupun degree in pengurusan facility ataupun master atau PhD dalam pengurusan facility. Dan ada beberapa apa orang panggil syarat-syarat yang tertentu lah. Okey, itu antara ni. Dan untuk menjadi FM manager atau FM executive, saya sharekan satu je lah untuk FM manager lah. Antara kompetensi yang kena ada untuk menjadi seorang FM manager adalah operation and maintenance. Kita nampak operation and maintenance ini nampak macam more to building, tapi dia adalah semua sebenarnya. Semua scope FM, macam mana koordinasi operation and maintenance, scheduling, work order management, supervising, work supervision and so on. And then leadership and strategy, finance and business, saya just lalukan je. Risk management, pengurusan risiko, communication, reporting semua, human resource, contract management and governance, quality management, project management. Kenapa ada project management? Sebab bangunan dah siap. Kalau bangunan tak siap lagi, something wrong with the electrical system, nak pasang apa semua kan. Secara umum lah, secara umum lah, bukannya semua itu saya tahu, tapi secara umumnya boleh shutdown je. Kan, tak ada orang pun datang bekerja, orang tak masuk lagi bangunan tu kan. Tapi kalau FM, sekarang ni kita bangunan dah 20 tahun, dah lulus dah untuk tukar chiller. 3 chiller nak tukar. Besar. Di atas bumbung. Macam mana nak angkat dia? Proses angkat, pakai crane, sewa crane. Aircon nanti bila dah siap pasang, bila nak shutdown, and so on and so on. Benda tu memerlukan project management yang sangat-sangat detail perancangan dia. Kalau kadang-kadang ada, katakan kita nak rewiring satu bangunan, kita kena buat scheduling tentang bangunan dan pemakluman kepada tenant, kepada orang-orang pejabat tingkat 1, tingkat 2, apa scheduling, the management of the people, management of the emergency dia pada waktu construction dan sebagainya. Lepas tu report pula progress dari segi quality, cost and time. Kenapa kita behind schedule ni, apa masalah kita, apa yang kita nak dapat untuk capai balik schedule tu, sebab Kalau kita tak capai schedule, nanti dah nak building ni nak dirasmikan pula, building baru, building apa dengan wajah baru. Itu project management. Bukan sekadar okey, saya ni nak buat tender, awak ni okey, macam mana berapa harga ni? Okey, kita point lah kontraktor ni. Okey, bila dia datang? Hari ni datang bukan macam tu. Dia kena buat scheduling proper, reporting proper. So kena ada belajar tentang project management juga. Dan akhirnya tentang teknologi lah. Kena well versed dan tahu tentang teknologi, especially dalam zaman sekarang, Industrial Revolution 4.0. Sangat penting untuk awareness tentang teknologi yang penting untuk itu. Dan saya buat cepat sikit lagi tentang sebahagian standard yang dah ada few standard yang telah keluar. Ini you all boleh Google sendiri, ada banyak. Yang ini yang baru kata dah dipublishkan. Okey, dan berbagai certification lah yang ada dalam FM ni. Jadi saya tak nak ambil panjang sangat, nak jadi macam lecture sangat. Saya nak cuba elakkan sebenarnya, nak cuba bukanlah tak boleh elak, tapi nak cuba jadi benda ni a bit interaktif. Jadi saya rasa setakat ini itu saja. Ada lagi sebenarnya saya nak sampaikan, tapi saya rasa saya berhenti kat situ dulu supaya kita boleh pergi Q&A kan. Di situ nanti kalau saya rasa nak tambah, saya tambahlah. Tak ada nanti kita cerita kemudian lah, kita berjumpa lain kali ke apa ke. So saya rasa setakat itu saja. Saya harap setakat ini saya dah dapat memberi satu gambaran FM tu macam mana, apa skop kerja dia sebesar sebenarnya. FM ni adalah dia ni macam kalau sangat besar lah sebenarnya, sangat strategik. Jadi harap kepada yang dah lama dalam bidang maintenance, building management industry, dia dah dapat apa perbezaan dia. Dan kepada yang baru 5-6 tahun ataupun student, dah boleh nampak benda ni minat ke tidak kan, dan apa yang dia nak buat lah kan, tentang orang kata yang tengah bercadang untuk to change your career ke apa ke. Probably you lepas ni jadi minat ke, atau jadi macam ni tak nak aku, kuli je kan, ataupun you bertambah minat. Sebenarnya dalam Malaysia ni secara umumnya facility management sangat baru, sebenarnya baru lagi. Dan dengan pendaftaran CIDB ni, market untuk FM credential ni adalah tinggilah market dia. Untuk siapa yang ada degree in FM atau diploma dan sebagainya, sangat lakulah sepatutnya lah. Okay. Tetapi macam mana pula kalau kita tak ada proper, kita dulu ambil proper engineering aja. So kita boleh ambil kursus yang ada kompetensi, iaitu kursus yang saya cakap tadi, kursus FM Manager atau kursus FM Eksekutif yang dijalankan oleh pusat-pusat latihan bertauliah CIDB lah. Kan, antara kursus yang sedang jalan, yang akan berjalan, kalau mungkin ada siapa pernah ikut saya punya talk itu, UTM Space pun ada buat. Dia buat sekali dengan Professional Masters, maknanya akhirnya pada akhir kursus tu dia dapat Professional Masters, dan kemudian dengan syarat yang tambahan dari segi pengalaman kerja cukup saja, dia akan dapat sertifikat dari CIDB FM Manager. Jadi apa orang kata, itu antaranya lah. Selain daripada itu, credential certification yang you all boleh ambil di luar lah, daripada IFMA, International Facility Management Association, ke IWFM, International Workplace Facility Management, dulu nama dia BIFM, British Institute of Facilities Management. Sekarang dia tukar Workplace Facility Management, dan credential yang lain lah. Tetapi saya sendiri, saya tak ambil yang luar tu. Satu mahal lah. Kan? Satu lagi, sebab tu saya usahakan bersama-sama kawan-kawan saya dalam persatuan MFM, dengan CIDB. Alhamdulillah kita berjaya dapatkan satu certification Malaysia punya. Kan? Dan insyaAllah certification yang Malaysia punya orang kata sebenarnya tidak ada badan yang khusus untuk kata siapa punya credential yang bagus. Dia bergantung kepada market lah, bergantung pada market. Contoh kalau FMM Malaysia ni kat Indonesia sangat laku, insyaAllah dekat Middle East pun boleh laku, dan itu antara kerja-kerja MFM sebenarnya untuk mempromosikan credential kita lah. Itu cerita kami lah, nanti kami punya kerja lah. Jadi saya nanti lepas ni jadi habis setakat ni, jadi saya tamatkan semua masa ni dan saya serahkan kembali kepada host kita, Cik Farid.
Thank you very much, Encik Mazhar. I have a poll there, one more poll, last poll. Please try and answer that, which is a simple yes and no question. Shall we take how many minutes? 2 minutes, 3 minutes break, Encik Mazhar?
Boleh lah, 3 to 4, 5 pun boleh lah.
Just take a short break, 3 minutes, so that we can go through the questions before we start the Q&A session. So we'll resume back at 10:25. Okay, 3 minutes. We'll take a short break and we'll resume with the Q&A. We've got some wonderful questions for our speaker tonight. Thank you. Okay. I hope everybody is comfortable. Belum.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We have a lot of questions, but we'll take a few based on the types of questions. So we'll go with something pressing. The pressing matter in our minds right now is about the pandemic. So the question is, I'll try and combine the question to the speaker. It's regarding, it's from KS Technologies Zarma Nur Haidi. Question is, what is your opinion on our responsibility and the efforts facing the COVID-19 pandemic from the perspective as a role of facility manager, and the impact of coronavirus on our AHU system and how do we handle it? That one is from Mr. I believe it's Mr. Venga. Mr. Venga.
Impact of coronavirus in terms of?
Coronavirus, what is our role as an FM manager, facility manager, in our industry, number one. And number two is the impact of the virus itself on the HU system, and do you have any latest information on how we handle the treatment, prevention of the virus that enters the HU system?
Oh. Okay, first sebelum saya jawab tu, I would like to rephrase lah ataupun reiterate that FM ni once there is a specialized technical is needed, we go to the specialist lah. Okay, our role basically dalam FM, to me, in my opinion, we stay dengan kita punya function to ensure the business is undisrupted. Okay, sekiranya business tu disrupted, sekarang katakan macam PKP 1, semua orang tak boleh masuk. Kita tak berhenti di situ. Saya faham di sini ada isu lah, kita pun tak boleh pergi bangunan apa, kita kan tolak ke tepi dulu. Itu adalah satu polisi isu yang kita tak boleh nak, the thing that we cannot control lah. Means that the phrase that FM ensures the core business to run smoothly itu actually means that means every time lah. I mean it is continuous. Maknanya macam ni macam nak cakap even though currently the building ataupun the client, the business that you are taking care itu, I mean the core business that you are taking care itu, they are all working from home. We cannot stop think how to ensure that nanti kalau if they will be allowed to come back to the office, they will come to the office with no or minimum disruption and with less hiccups as possible. Maknanya contohnya, okay, when the MCO is being announced, okay, no people should be working ataupun 20%, therefore 80% of the workspace, let's say this is assuming one company and one whole building, so 20%, only 20% allowed to work by giliran lah, by turn. Kalau banking, memang bank negara dia akan tanya list number, hari ni siapa datang, apa semua tu. So FM automatically dia akan masuk otak dia space management. Dia akan go to the right person. Dekat bos, kalau macam ni, I would request kita ada short discussion macam mana nak reallocate the spaces, the workspace, so that kita tak bazir electricity and so on and so forth. We can totally close some of the floors, for example. Di situ space management akan trigger by an FM company, because itu kita akan tengok efficiency. Then the thing is running, then we like the thing that must trigger at the head of the FM. Now what happened to the spaces or to the floors that is unoccupied now? Is okay, what should we do so that, like, we don't want that when everything is goes back to normal, when you on the aircon probably a jam, the belting problem, or you have a stuffy air circulating and whatnot lah. So in this regards, you must think about it and get to the right resources lah. If you need to have an expert, you go to the expert. Okay, sama juga dengan soalan tentang the current variant yang previously the previous variant can only live in droplets or aerosols of our from our body. But now some of it can live in the air, dry. Even though it's not for long, it can live in the air. I know some of products or companies have claimed this and that, but I don't see so far they are so like macam nak cakap macam mana, they when they claim that they don't dare to claim that it can kill COVID-19 virus. Dia cuma bagi bayangan saja. So some of them would say that you can do a treatment to your hatchback at the cooling coil. So whenever the air passes through, the virus will die at the point of contact at the cooling coil. And certain solution is different. So I cannot comment on this. But to me, we should ask the right question, okay? Because nobody can actually claim that it can kill the coronavirus lah. So in general, I would conclude this question as this answer that in the time of pandemic, FM cannot stop thinking. Full house as usual. 80%, 20%. You have to think. Okay, how would they come to the office? That let's just say they just come in. What is the process of coming in? What is the process of before they come in? How do we commission the building? Let's say we recommission the floor. What are the processes? You have to think about it. So and then macam sekarang uncertainties. Okay, sekarang office dah jalan macam biasa contohnya. You have to think nanti kalau tiba-tiba stop balik, what do you need to do? Kan, and this will impact to the cost as well. I hope I answered the question.
Okay. The next question. This is regarding CIDB. How to get registered to CIDB? And for instance, the second question is a two-part question. One is how do you get registered with CIDB? Second question is from the perspective of a cleaning company. If it's not involved in gondola system, do they need to be registered with CIDB?
Cleaning company.
Yes.
Okay.
How doing external cleaning, but they don't use gondola. Do they also need to be registered with CIDB?
Okay. First, how to get registered with CIDB?
Yes.
Basically, you need to call or rather go to the CIDB office at the place at your region. For example, KL, you have the CIDB KL office, and you go to the state. You call to the state. they will actually guide you. But generally, you will actually do the application online. You'll be given generally you'll be given a username and password on the CIMS system, Computerized Information Management System, CIDB punya system. Okay, you'll be given and your admin boleh buat sendiri. Okay, all the requirements tu, they would need, for example, the SSM document, SSM certificate PDF, the copy, and you upload the director details, all the certificates and the competent person certificate. You upload. I think you follow the system. Then basically lah ni generally because I'm not the expert on this system too. Then you will know that which category you will be registered with lah. Because the registration is kod bidang the kod bidang kerja F. Selama ni registration with CIDB dia ada civil C, B building, ME mechanical electrical. So all this while it is separated. Okay, until now it is still separated. Like if you are a contractor only for air conditioning, you will have a code bidang for ME. Okay, and you can be a trade contractor for ME lah. Okay, itu tak ada masalah. And of all the contractors tu dia ada classification pula. G1, G2, G3, G4, G5, G6, and G7. The bigger the number, meaning that you are allowed to participate in bigger tender with bigger contract, bigger budget lah. Maknanya huge project. Maknanya G7 no limit. Projek 20 juta ke 20 bilion pun dia boleh. Contohlah kalau katakan G4 classification, the maximum value of the contract that they can bid is 3 million contract. So details you can download at the CIDB lah.
Okay.
So so far FM contractor only registered for G4 and above. G4, G5, G6, G7. G1 until G3 is considered trade contractors. They are still like status quo lah. They like if they are only electrical contractor. Sometimes people call them. Sometimes okay, they only do servicing for electrical, monthly or 2 weekly or whatever. So they are the trade contractor. They can only register for ME, for example. But for facility works, you want to be a contractor that stay in the building and manage everything. You know, FM is an integration of all discipline. Electrical pun you buat, even though it is subcontracting, or electrical you buat yourself pun, electrical you buat, civil you buat, building works you buat, everything you buat in one contract. So you need to be a contractor that has the scope F, bidang F. So bidang F ni automatic you akan ada cover M, E, B, C, semua automatic. So okay, please take note. You can download the manual pendaftaran contractor facility di CIDB. So you can download there. Just put keyword handbook pendaftaran contractor facility, and in Google nanti you akan dapat, you boleh download that PDF. That PDF. So anything you want to ask, you can ask to this CIDB office lah. Kan bolehlah tanya saya, tapi kalau jenuh saya banyak-banyak kan, boleh lah kan, saya sekali nak tanya boleh kan, ada email nanti saya boleh bagi kan. Okay, do I think I answered the question lah kot.
Yes.
Cleaning. Okay, cleaning untuk cleaning is also okay, cleaning is basically registered under MOF. Okay, cleaning services, dia semacam perkhidmatan basically. Tetapi to me, kalau cleaning per se to me is kalau dia contractor cleaning saja, to me is only under MOF license. Is considered totally services, trade services.
But using the gondola, do they need to be registered?
If they use the gondola, are they the one who maintain the gondola? They are not the maintenance contractor for the gondola, so no need.
Okay.
If they are the maintenance contractor of the gondola is part of a building.
Correct.
Okay, so machine of a building, you need to register under mechanical only.
Okay.
But detail you I'm not CIDB, but detail you must ask CIDB lah in the end.
I'm not sure whether the question from Mr. Satya Silan regarding how about if in House FM, would you like to ask the question to be more clear?
Yeah, if you wish to speak, you can.
I'll pass the mic to Mr. Satya Silan. Yeah.
Hi.
Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Mr. Muhammad Mazhar.
Hello, hi.
I have been training under you last time, I think long time back lah.
Oh ya ke? Okay. I hope it's beneficial lah.
Yeah. Very good. That's why I'm now heading the facilities in Singapore College in Johor.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, just want to ask you, how about in-house FM? That means normally you have to register CIDB for all. Okay, like those who are players, they will have their CIDB. Like those in-house, how are we going to register with CIDB?
Okay.
Thank you for the question.
Okay. My answer is, okay, let's say you are the in-house contractor for your own building. Okay, you are the officer that in charge for the FM, and you have the key person. Now you have a help desk, you have probably your chargeman, few people, or your chargeman that is employed by your own company that owns the building. Okay, this is also FM, but now let's say you appoint one contractor for air conditioning, and one contractor for electrical, one contractor for others lah. Okay, or rather one contractor for M&E and another contractor for some civil works and whatnot. So that M or E contractor must be registered under CIDB on their respective trade. But not F, no need lah F. Only let's say only ME lah. So because they do the works, they do the repair, installation, maintenance, refurbishment and whatnot for electrical or for mechanical. So that falls under construction works. But wait, that's why they need to have that license, CIDB registration under M or E, like that. But if you have your skeletal organization, but you outsource to one single party to do the integrated services for everything. I just not deal with one party je. That contractor akan handle landscape, fire cleaning, pest control, apa semua, mechanical, electrical, fire fighting dan sebagainya, semua sekali. So that contractor, because dia handle everything, that contractor yang you appoint must be registered with CIDB under bidang F. You got, I mean, okay. Kalau tidak, yang first case yang pertama tadi, for firefighting contractor must register under CIDB, but bidang M aja lah, mechanical, and so on and so forth lah, mengikut bidang dia. Barulah the works to legal in Malaysian law.
Okay, thank you. Next question comes from Encik Muhammad Faizal. What is the difference between property manager and facility manager?
Okay, cliche questions, tapi sangat penting. Okay, where property manager kalau di luar di macam UK apa, tak ada berapa, tidak ada banyak, tidak dibezakan sangat. Okay, dalam Malaysia property management profession, or profession property management is basically governed by the board of the Values Act lah. Basically kita panggil Values Act is a values board of values, appraisers, estate agents, and now ditambah Property Management Act. That act has been there in since 1981. Okay, it governs basically property management works ni, or rather the profession tu is more finance in nature, because it involves in handling, collecting and managing money, like a sinking fund, and also yes, of course, maintenance fund and semua untuk building. Tapi disebabkan benda tu is very important, is people's money, so that's why the government ensure that it must be regulated, it must be a company or a person or a firm that is registered, so that it can be controlled. So if property management, kalau dalam Ministry of Finance, is registered under Ministry of Finance, under finance, under kewangan, under perunding bukan fizikal, di bawah topik kewangan. Okay, that's property management. So it so happen that orang kata bila Malaysia dah membangun building naik, so ada property management kena ambil. So it's like macam pada masa tu it's like kind of de facto that property management handles everything. They got the fee for this building that includes the maintenance, you buat lah. So property management will, being not expert in that field, they will then outsource the works to either bits and pieces, mechanical lain, electrical lain, civil lain dan sebagainya, contractor cleaning lain, which all these contractor kena ada their own pendaftaran CIDB lah, because it's construction works, it's kerja-kerja maintenance. Tetapi they can also outsource to a single source, single contractor that handles everything, and this contractor must be registered with FM. Now, the practice now is biasanya property management firm that is being appointed by an owner of a building will also do the maintenance. For now, it can happen, as per my understanding, it can happen so long that the property management firm also registered with CIDB. Sebab dia handle everything. Kalau dia nak ada staff dia, nanti dia nak ada chargeman ke apa semua. Okay, now where are the differences? I think at this point you should know the scope. Kalau nampak kat sini, property management as the dekat atas, and facilities management doing all the services, coordinating and integrating all the services so that everything goes smooth. Okay, ini dalam satu case. In another case where macam sahabat kita tadi di college tadi tu, they have their own building and they have their own facilities management department. Let's say they do everything in house, but the contractor, the trade contractor must be registered by respective registration lah, kan? At this point, for this environment, they don't need a property management services. So FM no atas ataupun no, dan juga bukan di bawah property management pun bukan di bawah FM, tidak ada siapa di bawah siapa. They only need property facility management only. But probably bila they make a change of use, they want to sublet or they want to sublet the 4 floors of that, dia ada mungkin situ ada property management services or real estate for that matter. And bila dia dah start nak jual bangunan ke apa semua, so di mana yang berkenaan akan ada services property management kat situ. So basically FM ni is more on the works, kerja-kerja. The works that is untuk tidak confuse, the works yang you baca dalam definition construction dalam Akta 520, Act 520, you go to the construction definition, that is FM in Malaysia. In Malaysia so far. Okay,
thank you. Next question is more from the angle of career. How to become certified facility manager, and is it better to take a certificate in facility management or masters in FM?
Okay, certificate
What is the best pathway to become a certified facility manager?
Okay, okay, hold on ya. Okay, ada satu slide. Okay, okay. How to be certified? Okay, if you are currently in FM study, okay lah, teruskan lah. Okay, senang. Kalau dalam FM lah. Tapi if you are not, if you are like engineering or property management study or real estate studies, you need a certificate. You nak masuk dalam bidang FM, you need to be a certified FM executive or certified FM manager by CIDB. Macam saya cakap tadi, you can get certificate elsewhere from overseas, from IWFM, from IFMA. That also is recognized by CIDB. Tetapi untuk senang, FM manager atau FM executive. However, to ensure the right people doing the job, CIDB has done some guidance for even if you want to be certified. Let me stop sharing first Okay, actually ada 3 cara untuk jadi certified facility manager yang di bawah CIDB. Pertama, through learning. Through learning, there is a course for facility management executive. There is one course for facility management manager. Ada course dia, ada kursus dia. You undergo that course. At the end of the course, ada exam, and then you pass the exam, and you got the FM. Ada certificate. But prior to masuk dalam prior to enrolling in that course, you need a minimum minimum years of experience. If you are engineer, for example, you must have 3 years minimum experience. If you are other general management, dia ada kalau kat sini, if you are a professional registered macam engineer, architect, surveyor, QS, if you want to go for that course and you minimum experience is 2 years in FM experience, maknanya you already buat kerja FM dah sebab kita tahu kadang-kadang kita ni dah buat dah, macam contohlah you guys yang ada yang jadi property manager or kat mana-mana building manager, you actually maybe your background is only is a building business, so you have done already 10 years 15 years doing this. Okay, your CV shows that minimum katakan you sijil mana, sijil non related to construction, you have to have 8 years experience proof in the CV, then you can get take this course, and then end of this course you get FM certified. If you are in construction related degree, 3 years experience. Macam sini contoh ya, tengok. I share this thing, and we can share also this thing to you nanti at the end of the session. Okay, you can tengok sini contoh. Ini adalah untuk managers ya. Okay, if you have FM, even you have FM a degree, you need to have 3 years on-site experience. Tapi you dah ada sijil FM, you tak perlu dah sebenarnya nak belajar ni lagi. Your accreditation dah ada dah. Katakan kita tengok di sini. Degree in construction related macam construction management or whatever lah, you need to have 3 years experience, then you can take the course. Okay, if you are in degree is non construction related, 8 years experience, and so on and so forth lah. Okay. Okay, that is first kaedah satu dia panggil untuk you dapatkan FM certificate. You go to the course, you ambil exam, then you dapat certificate. Certified FM Manager atau Certified FM Executive. Kaedah kedua adalah examination. Pure examination. You are confident enough. I boleh ambil exam. Okay, so you will take the exam. They will ask you things about FM competencies. You must be able to answer lah, and some essays and all that. The passing mark is 70%. 70%. The third method is interview. RPRE. Past learning Allah, saya pun lupa dah. Dia macam recognition of past prior learning experience lah, begitulah. RPLE. So the third method is purely interview. This one memang susah nak lulus lah. It's a bit quite very hard to even you are 30 years apa, because there are something that in the competency selalu ada pengalaman. Kawan-kawan saya yang interview pun kata memang dia orang tak boleh jawab. Macam contoh finance, kita tanya finance bukan tanya finance yang finance management yang nak jadi finance dalam company, tidak. Finance management dalam FM. Kan? Ada soalan-soalan tu, dan soalan-soalan tu more to working experience and theory, both. So but it's more working experience lah, tapi teori ada. You must be able to explain the concept and explain your experience with regards to the specific competency yang ditanya. So 3 Satu, go to the course. Yang kedua, only exam. Yang ketiga, interview. So all this also you can get into in the CIDB website.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. There seems to be a lot of questions regarding interest in pursuing further education in this line. Next question comes from Go Wei Ming of Future One Corporation. Encik Mazam, do you know if the FM diploma and or degree by Open University, is it recognized by CIDB? Give a quick yes or no.
Yes.
All right, so that's the answer. Go Wei Ming, it is a recognized degree by CIDB. Now going to our working area, the ecosystem whereby we have a lot of third-party contractors. Question comes from Ong Swet Jing. If the owner is managing the building himself, so they don't have the FM license or competent person. Okay, so the question is, if they employ illegal workers who don't, foreign workers, is it illegal?
Okay.
Assuming they don't have permit.
Okay, assuming they have permit lah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Assuming because okay. Like I think this is the same as our friend tadi. You have your building, you own FM team, maybe 2 or 3, one building FM and one chargeman and whatnot, and there are works to do. There are repair works to do. All repair works must be done by ni I ada penjelasan lagi. Either certified CIDB registered contractor, or if it is an individual, a licensed individual, a competent individual. Contoh apa nak bagi faham competent individual? If it is a electrical works, let's say it's an electrical wiring works or rewiring works for single phase for tingkat 1, it must be done by the wireman PW, at least PW1, wireman level 1. That is Suruhanjaya Tenaga, if that is individual. If a 3-phase wiring, at least wireman PW3. If your building is the switchboard, it must be manned by a registered chargeman with Suruhanjaya Tenaga. That is semua your staff, for example. Let's say the Bangladesh or Indonesia doing any construction works, repair, maintenance, whatnot, in any system. It's not a contractor, but your staff. Another thing, permit lah. We assume permit kerja okay, but the competency dia kena ada. Competency for foreign workers boleh didapat melalui CIDB juga. You can ask CIDB and get him trained and certified. Many construction workers yang many, but I tak cakap semua kan, yang foreign, they get certified kadang-kadang through CIDB. Kadang-kadang especially yang what we been told by some of lecturers Indonesian dekat di Indonesia lah, from my kawan-kawan yang lecturers when they like it. Why? Because usually orang yang macam Indonesian yang dah kerja di Malaysia dalam construction per se tu, dia ada pergi kursus butter lah, kursus buat itu, kursus buat ini, dia safety dia bagus, everything semua. Dia kata berkualiti kursus tu. So to answer your question, if those are your staff, okay, if permit semua dah okay, what about their competency? Get the competency certificate with CIDB or any relevant bodies lah, gitu.
Okay, last question is there much difference between
hold on. And the whole organization no need to have to be registered in with CIDB, because it's your own building, it's your own staff. Unless you want to provide a service to another building, to another client, as a contractor, you need to register accordingly.
Okay. Is there much difference between FM, facility management, and facility maintenance in manufacturing industry?
Okay, manufacturing industry, facility. Okay, first of all, the word facility does not mean necessarily mesti physical. If you came early tadi, that I have explained about the demand organization, the core business, and the supporting HR, finance, and so on and so forth. That are the demand organization, and FM supports that. FM ensures all the activities here are non-disruptive. They support, they facilitate that. Anything that facilitate this process to be smooth, be it a technical thing, electrical, air conditioning, be it a non-technical tea service, catering, and so on, it is a facilities to the demand organization. Okay, so facilities management is managing all things that can facilitate the core business. That's facilities management. Okay, actually, when people said facilities maintenance, meaning that they interpret facilities differently already. They interpret facility as like when people used to say the building and facilities. When you go to a hotel, what are the facilities in the hotel? We have swimming pool, we have conference room, betul tak? We have rooms, we have convention center, and so on and so forth. We have all things. Benda tu actually it facilitates the people who stays in the hotel. But people used to say facilities is an object. So when you say facilities object, you will say facilities maintenance lah. Okay. Whenever people say facilities maintenance, it is a physical thing. So in the manufacturing environment, they are the dua benda. There are two things. Still the same. core business and non-core business. Core business is the thing, the machine, the everything that is related directly to the process of the kilang, the manufacturing plant. Let's say the manufacturing the factory is manufacturing tobacco. Okay, raw material tobacco, and dia potong ke, chop ke, and then they dry ke, whatever, dia sejukkan, dia panaskan, and so forth. All the production line tu is a specialized machine, and it is a core business. That is why whenever a new machine come in, usually sometimes they will send people, let's say in German to German, to learn about the machine, and they are doing that machine maintenance. Okay, then the core business happens where? Within a building, and the building is facilitating the core business. But some people call base building lah. Base building. You have electrical from outside TMB. You have switchboard. You have all these transformers and whatnot. Everything. You have chillers and whatnot. You have this landscape. You have STP plant and whatnot. So those are the things that is done by facility manager. But usually in a factory, a manufacturing environment, in a factory, one maintenance manager will do all. Dia jimat sikit lah, kan? Okay, you buat you in charge of the machines and also in charge of the whole building. Maintenance juga. Okay, tapi sometimes head of manager apa? Maintenance head of maintenance ni, sometimes he doesn't realize that he is actually doing both core business maintenance of the core business machines, and also he's doing FM. He's taking care of the office maintenance, all the everything, the building maintenance, the base building maintenance, and he also needs to ensure the safety and comfort of the workers and everybody. So I hope you can differentiate both two. So okay, now tadi dalam factory, let's say in a normal office building also, some people sometimes they say that we only do facilities maintenance, so they are doing only building maintenance lah, only building maintenance, facility maintenance.
Okay, Encik Mazhar, being a committee member of Malaysian Association of Facility Management, MAFM, can somebody who's not in the industry register as a member of MAFM?
Okay, MAFM, we have an ordinary member, we have associate member, and we have a corporate membership. Okay, for ordinary and corporate membership, there's a requirement that your business is FM, and you must submit your CV that shows that you are doing FM work, you have FM experience, or you're currently doing it. And if we need so, we will need to contact you or conduct interviews. So far, we don't do that. But if you are not directly related, let's say you are an HR in an FM company, or you are supplier to FM company, you can register as associate member. Okay,
hope that answers Duha's question on the membership for MAFM. Perhaps one last question. This is quite a heavy topic, I think. Comes from Encik Muhammad Saufi Ibrahim. Encik Mazhar, to establish FM company, you need to fall under the G4 category, right? You mentioned just now it has to be G4 and above. But the requirement is that the company needs to have 150,000 ringgit in the bank account. You have to have at least 150,000 in paid up capital. I think that's what it means. Any question, idea to get the amount of money?
Can you, because your voice was breaking up, the question.
The question is, any idea how to get the amount of money to start, I think, to start a company or to become a G4?
I cannot answer the question. That is totally business strategy. I cannot answer.
Okay, let me scroll up. Encik Muhammad Faizal has a follow-up question regarding the CIDB again. Do you agree F code from CIDB is for facility maintenance?
Sorry, can you?
Do you agree F code bidang kerja, F code for CIDB is facility maintenance?
Okay. Okay, let me tell you something. If you really understand what I made during my introduction tadi, you already understand that FM is actually management. FM is actually management. But in Malaysia, actually, we are doing some change management process. During change management process ni, we look at this is my opinion, and based on my experience involvement since the ideal stage of the registration of the contractor with CIDB. We are closely working with CIDB until we got the registration. We ask the AG department the Authority General Department semua legal semua kita tanya. Okay, it is an management sebenarnya, tetapi dalam kes kita ni macam saya cakap tadi, Malaysia most people in Malaysia yang embrace FM are the people from the building maintenance industry, or we can call facilities maintenance. So that's why the works is defined. That's why it is fall under the works, and CIDB further define it. Kalau you tengok dalam FM Manual Handbook tu, what does it mean by facility works? It's engineering services and other services that is needed by the client lah, basically. So to basically answer your question, I can say that CID so far the class the code F2 is mostly facility. Boleh dikatakan facility maintenance, boleh dikatakan, tetapi boleh juga dikatakan melebihi itu. Why? Because definition of facility works telah define dalam buku tersebut, engineering and other services based on the user needs. You got what I mean? Begitu.
Last question for the night, just to go back to the FM again, the core of most of our career and future career. How can we educate people to understand and know about facility management? Question comes from Technology Zarma Nurhaidi.
How do we educate to know the facility management? I've been doing that. I've been trying to do that, and some success that I see that, and some of it doesn't reach the intended audience. How? Okay, easy. Anda cakap macam mana? To propagate the right understanding. And if you happen to come across this type of event, please share with your friends. Okay, like me, I will be doing more free seminars and whatnot. Yes, I myself, I am actually, my bread and butter is more to consulting, training and coaching. But there are certain part that I do this. So if you happen to see this type of, not necessarily from me, maybe from others, with regard to FM, just share it to all your contacts. And itu sajalah. I don't know the best way lah. Kan? The best way, I don't know how to get the right understanding kan, Farid kan? Cik Farid?
Yeah.
So and then do more readings, can do more readings and share what you think is right. Because yes, I know there are so many people yang still think that FM ni building maintenance. I dah buat FM dah 40 tahun. Kan? Jadi bila I masuk slide 4 ke 5 baru dia terkebil-kebil kan. Sebelum tu dia kata dia experience dah. Gitu. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much everybody once again for your wonderful questions. We had so very diversified questions regarding career, regarding basic question about facility management, as well as the pandemic that's facing us right now. We sincerely hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, maintain your SOPs in your hygienes, and get vaccinated as soon as possible. And with that, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Avanza Academy wishes you well. Hope to see you again in future Coffeenars and webinars. Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry. Can I have a closing remark?
Sure.
Sorry. Before that, can you share my email to the audience? I have a message to you. Is it? Can you share the email?
Which one?
The one that I messaged you directly.
On the chat box, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I posted Cik Maza, the speaker's email, in the chat box. For those who are still here, you can see that. It's email maza.fmc@gmail.com.
Okay.
har.fmc@gmail.com.
Okay. I also would like to thank you for your patience and your participation. Hopefully, when we do another session like this, hopefully we get the support from you. So hopefully it's beneficial. Then thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Farid.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody.